All right, guys. Dreadnought's back today with another review. And after seeing The Force Awakens, which was super awesome this weekend, I can't wait to get back into the Black Series reviews. And today we're going to be taking a look at something a little bit different with the Star Wars The Black Series Kylo Ren's electronic voice-changing helmet. Looking very cool here in this packaging. Nice pic of the actual helmet here. It says power up with Duracell. Alkaline batteries required, not included. Needs 3 AA batteries there. Some nice artwork here of Kylo Ren on the front as well. And then looking at the sides, got a nice front shot here with some schematics down the side. And then a look at this other side here, we've got a profile shot of the helmet. Kind of that same look that we see in the Black Series figures. And then there's a look at the back. Not really a bio, just some more information about the helmet and some schematic looks there. And there's a look at the top as well. We've got another profile shot and then Star Wars The Black Series there. So let's crack this bad boy open and get a look at it. And here's our helmet out of the box and looking pretty cool overall, I gotta say. Nice profile shot of it. I think Hasbro did a good job with attention to detail. Some nice sculpting and paint apps. And there's a look at the front for you. My major gripes are with the construction of it, and I'll get to those here in a moment. But a couple things I did want to show you. It does come with a set of instructions. And as you can see here, the front half snaps together with the back half, so it comes in 2 pieces. It does have batteries that you have to install, or it doesn't come with batteries, but if you want to install the batteries, you have to do that before putting the helmet together, and it's right on top of the helmet here. And that does show you some instructions on that as well. And then it does have a bracket inside the helmet to fit around your head, and that has to be installed up in the helmet as well when putting together. So let's take a closer look at the sculpt and the detail on it. All right, and as we get a closer look at the helmet and the front of the face, I think Hasbro did a good job with this paint, this metallic silver that's on the front, or this metallic plastic. It doesn't look like it's vac metal. It definitely feels like plastic, but I like it. I think they did a good job with it. Overall, I think it looks good. It's definitely chromed out. Like all the sculpting in it. Definitely looks like the mask from the movie. And you can see there's a texture on the front. Looks good as well. The paint apps don't quite match the sculpting and the creases. As you can see here, they're a little off. But I do like the sculpt and the effort put in it. And it does have some wear on it. You can see some more attention to detail here on the bottom. And then as we look around the side, you can see some dry brushing through here. It does show that metallic wear, looking pretty good. Some dings up in here on this part. And then looking at the top, you can see some cuts and dings in the helmet as well. Nice big one here. And again, the paint apps don't really match the sculpt here, so you know it's a little bit off. You can see the battery has a huge gap in here around this battery case. I do not like that, and I do not like the way it seams together in 2 pieces. I really wish for the price point we would have gotten a solid piece, and I think that's really what we deserve for the price of this helmet. It's a little on the expensive side for just a plastic voice-changing helmet of this kind of construction, honestly. Looking at the back, though, nice big dings in here. Looks like he was shot at or something, but I definitely like the texture. The paint looks really good. It's a flat black matte. And they put a lot of dings and a lot of nice little dry brushing, silver dry brushing in here all the way around. Another nice ding there. So I think they did a good job on all that. My major gripes are with the construction. You can see this doesn't seam quite together like it should. It's kind of a pain, you know, and I've tried pushing on it and it just will not seam up, you know, any better than that. That and the battery compartment are just huge major gripes for me. You can really see the light through the helmet there, and I don't like that. You know, if it was a cheap helmet, it cost 20 bucks, then maybe, but this is a flimsy plastic. It's very bendable, you know, just not much to construction. And then looking on the inside here, is where your nose rests, and that's where you speak into. And, you know, if the voice changer was a little better quality, you know, I might give it a pass on the construction here, but it's not real good either. I'll test it out here for you in a moment and put this thing on. But, you know, it feels, you know, like a cheap, you know, toy, which I know it is a toy. But for the price point that they're selling these at, it should be a little more on the collector side. Now, I do like the look of it, and I do think that part of it is cool. So let's test out the voice changer and give you a shot at that. All right, so here's the helmet on, and as you can see, fits on my big noggin pretty well. The only real complaint I have, and I do have the bracket on and it actually fits fine, is though when you tilt your head, you get a little bit of shift in there. Doesn't really fit perfectly. I could see if you were using this as cosplay and you were doing any kind of action in it, I could actually see it falling off pretty easily. So that kind of is a bummer. The voice changer is really poor quality in my opinion. I'm going to give you a listen. There's 2 buttons on each side. This side over here, if I can find the button, cuts it on. And as you can see, that's on, if you can understand what I'm saying. And then there's a button on this side that actually controls the pitch of it, and we'll try that as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So yeah, it sounds like there's about 3 different pitches in there. So I don't know. The big thing is it looks cool on my head. It does fit. But as far as the voice changer, it really kind of sucks. It does look cool though, with my lightsaber. So that's cool. And wrapping up, as much as I love The Force Awakens this past weekend, I cannot rate this thing a buy. Overall, I have to say it's a pass on the helmet for me. I think at the price point, I didn't have to give a lot for it, but these things have been selling in Target for right around $80, man. So at that price point, with the construction of the helmet, a lot of open seams here, even around the mask here on the top, which I didn't mention earlier. I think they could have done something with the battery compartment here. It could have been on the bottom with the door underneath here instead of right on top where you can see it. Combined with the cheap plastic they made this thing out of, I just can't rate it a buy, at that price. To me, it's a $20, $30 helmet at best. If you're a cosplayer and you're looking for something to build your cosplay on, it's definitely going to need some major modifications to get it down, and seal these gaps up and everything. And the voice changer to me is completely useless. Doesn't sound like Kylo Ren, maybe just a little, but it's so distorted. And I actually played with it a lot off camera just to see if I even just whispered barely, if you could get some remnants of how it should sound. And it was still horrible. So, it's just a pass overall. I like it for a display piece only. I collect the voice changing helmets. I've got a few of them. I've got Vader and Boba Fett in my cabinets. So this thing is going to go as a display piece for me. And that's quite frankly all I'll be using it for, other than maybe to goof around every now and then with my lightsaber. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed Force Awakens this past weekend. I absolutely loved it. Thought it was awesome. I won't spoil anything for you here, but I definitely recommend checking it out if you hadn't already. Please subscribe if you hadn't already. Plenty more content coming down the road. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a big thumbs up. Facebook, Twitter, Toy Art links in the description below as always. Have a great week, guys, and we'll see you soon.